9 candles. One for each day left. Sophia lights the first one with shaking hands. The flame trembles in front of the boy's eyes. Michael watches it like it's a planet. He's 12. Pale. Brave in a way that makes your chest hurt. Outside, the glass mansion hums with money. Quiet guards, warm marble floors, a wall of trophies in a room no one laughs in. Inside, a clock ticks too loudly. Tick. Tick. 9 days. Will it hurt? Michael whispers. Sophia kneels so her eyes are level with his. I'll be here, she says. Her voice is soft. The kind you trust before you even decide to. Silent beat. Down the hallway, his father, Robert Hale, the billionaire who can buy anything except more time, barks orders into a phone. He's all steel. All plans. Find a match. Pay whatever it takes, he snaps, as if kindness can be wired like cash. His words don't echo. They just drop, heavy and cold. Dr. Emma Noor stands by the window with a tablet and a careful face. A rare blood marker. The registry is slow. Family didn't match. The math is cruel. 9-day window, she says. If we don't find a donor by then. She doesn't finish. Sometimes silence tells the truth better than language. Silent beat. Evelyn Price, the household director who runs the place like a luxury airport, slides past Sophia with a powdered smile. No chatter with the guests, she says. And use the staff stairs. The main staircase is for family. That's how it is here. Lines. Velvet ropes you can't see but you feel anyway. Sophia nods. She's used to it. She has calluses on her hands and on her heart. Michael reaches for her sleeve when no one's looking. Stay. I'm not going anywhere, she says. Here's the thing no one knows yet. Sophia keeps secrets like other people keep jewelry. There's one she hasn't told a soul, a name written in an old hospital record, a painful chance inside her blood. She's not a doctor, not a CEO, not a person with power. But she is a person with a choice. Tell me, if it were you, would you speak up even if someone like Evelyn told you to disappear? Would you risk the job you need to save the child everyone thinks money should save? Have you ever felt the room go so quiet you could hear your own courage knocking? The first candle burns lower. 8 more wait in the dark. And Sophia, poor, invisible, steady, decides. Morning smells like lemon polish and fear. Evelyn glides through the foyer, correcting flowers. John Patel, head of security, watches the gate. He notices everything. He says little. Robert's voice slices the air. Emma, tell me again why my money can't fix this. Dr. Emma Noor meets his eyes. Because marrow doesn't listen to money, Mr. Hale. It listens to matches. Michael sits small under a navy blanket, counting breaths. Sophia brings hot tea on a tray that feels too heavy for what it carries. She places it, steps back. Thank you, Robert says out of habit, then adds. And please, keep to the service wing. The extra sentence stings. She swallows it. She finds Michael's sketchbook on the armchair. The cover is worn. Inside, a list in pencil. 9 days. 9 wishes. Watch the sunrise from the roof. Bake cookies and keep the ugly ones. Hear Dad laugh. Once. The rest smudged with hope. Sophia's throat tightens. Nice list, she whispers. He tries a smile. It's dumb. It's brave. Evelyn appears. We don't read the family's personal things, Sophia. Her smile doesn't reach her eyes. And Mr. Hale prefers the staff invisible. Have you ever stood in a room where you're needed and unwanted at the same time? Would you keep serving, or would you run? What would you tell Michael if you had only 9 days and not enough courage? That evening, Dr. Emma briefs the household. No match yet. The words are a small stone dropped in a deep well. Robert nods like a statue. John shifts, jaw tight. Evelyn checks her watch. There's a gala logistics call at 7. After, in the kitchen, Sophia rinses a glass and stares out into the winter blue garden. John leans in the doorway. You okay? She nods. Do they let staff get tested? He studies her. It's your choice, not theirs. Sophia stares at her hands. Rough, capable. She thinks of rent, of her mother's medicines, of Evelyn's rules, of Michael's number 3, make Dad laugh. At 5 a.m., before anyone wakes, Sophia climbs the service ladder to the roof with a blanket and a thermos of cocoa. She wraps Michael like a burrito and points east. Sunrise, she whispers. The first glow breaks. The city becomes gold. Michael's eyes widen. He doesn't speak. He doesn't need to. Silent beat. Down in the drive, Robert looks up and sees them, 2 small shapes against a new sky. He opens his mouth to shout about safety, liability, rules. Then he closes it. The sun clears the horizon. Sophia has already made her decision. She just hasn't told anyone yet. Before noon, she walks into Dr. Emma's office and rolls up her sleeve. The hospital lab hums. Fluorescent lights. The smell of antiseptic and coffee. You understand the risks? Dr. Emma asks gently. Headache. Back pain. Anesthesia. Time off work. Sophia signs. I understand the reasons. Emma holds her gaze. If you're a match, it's your call. No one decides for you. Not Mr. Hale. Not me. Meanwhile, back at the mansion, Evelyn runs a staff meeting like a runway show. The gala is postponed, she announces. Optics. Keep the press at the gate. Also Sophia. No more rooftop adventures. Sophia keeps her hands folded. Yes, Ms. Price. Good girl, Evelyn says. That soft sting of a pat you didn't ask for. Have you felt this before, someone using nice words to make you small? Would you flare up or stay silent to protect your plan? What costs more, pride today or a chance to change tomorrow? John finds Michael in the game room, building a city out of white blocks. Where's the tallest tower? John asks. Michael points. Here. It's hollow in the middle. Like a straw. So it won't fall. John nods, impressed. Engineers call that smart. Robert walks in, stops at the door. He watches the scene, the boy, the guard, the laughter. It's foreign. He turns away, phone buzzing. Yes, Senator, I'll fund the children's wing if he doesn't finish. Deals keep him from feeling. Sophia slips into the room with a plate of cookies, burnt edges, chocolate lava centers. Michael breaks one and grins. We keep the ugly ones, she whispers. Robert blinks. Something tender fights the steel. Save one for me, he says, almost too quiet to hear. That night, candle number 2 flickers. Sophia jots notes in the margins of Michael's list. Sunrise, done. Ugly cookies, done. Find Dad's laugh, work in progress. Her phone vibrates. Unknown number. She steps into the pantry, shuts the door. It's Emma. The lab rushed it. A breath. Sophia, you're a full match. The room tilts. Shelves, spices, light through slats. A yes that feels like a shock. What happens now? Sophia whispers. Emma explains. Preparation. A date. Paperwork. A knock. Evelyn's clipped voice. Sophia. Mr. Hale wants fresh linens in the east guest room. Now. Sophia puts her palm on the cool pantry door. For a second she leans her forehead there and breathes. Okay, she tells Emma. Do it. Book it. She tucks her phone into her apron, steps out into the bright, expensive hallway, and keeps walking like nothing has changed, while absolutely everything has. The next morning, Robert learns someone volunteered. He's furious, until he hears the name. Robert's office is a museum of victories. Framed headlines. Signed bats. A desk like a battleship. He stands behind it when Dr. Emma enters with a folder. "We have a donor," she says. He straightens. "Who?" Emma hesitates. "Sophia." For a heartbeat, the room forgets how to breathe. Silent beat. "Absolutely not," Robert says, jaw iron. "She's staff. She needs the job. I won't." "You don't get to forbid this," Emma replies. Calm. Precise. "Donors choose." Evelyn is already there. Of course she is, arms crossed, pearls bright as teeth. "This is a legal nightmare," she says. "Liability. Press. Imagine the headline, 'Billionaire takes Maid's marrow.'" John steps forward from his post near the door. "Imagine the other headline," he says quietly. "Boy gets to live." Robert glares. "You're paid to secure the perimeter, John. Not my morality." Have you ever watched someone confuse control with love? Would you challenge them? Would you risk your place to say the one true sentence no one wants to hear? Emma places consent forms on the desk. She's an adult. She understands the risks. The hospital will protect her. What Sophia needs from you is not permission. It's support. Robert turns to the window. The lawn is too green. The sky is too blue. Michael's list sits on the coffee table, innocent as childhood. "She's doing this to keep her job," he says. Sophia steps into the doorway. She's pale but steady. "I'm doing this because I can." Evelyn's smile is a blade. "Sweetheart, you have no idea what world you're stepping into." Sophia meets her eyes. "I know the world just fine. You taught me its rules." Robert rubs his temples. "If something happens to you, then I'll have done one brave thing with this life," she says. He looks at John. Back to Emma. Finally, to Sophia. The steel softens. "Just a little. I'll cover your salary while you recover," he murmurs. "And your mother's medications." Sophia shakes her head. "That's kind. But this isn't a transaction." Evelyn huffs. "This is madness." "Maybe," John says. "Maybe it's what sanity looks like." Paper gets signed. Schedules align. Day 7 slides toward Day 6. That evening, Sophia finds Michael drawing a comet. "What's wish number 4?" she asks. He covers the page with his hand. Grins. "Secret." "Okay," she whispers. "Then I have a secret too." His eyes light. "Tell me." "Soon." He nods once. He's learning patience because time taught him. Silent beat. Candle number 3 burns lower. Out in the driveway, cameras wait beyond the gate. Inside, a different lens turns. The one that makes enemies out of fear and family out of strangers. On Day 6, Sophia starts giving away pieces of herself long before she ever reaches the hospital. Before dawn, Sophia leaves a small envelope on each staff member's locker. A thank you note. A grocery voucher. A bus pass. For Michael, each card says, "From a friend." Evelyn finds one in her office too, a pressed white orchid taped to a blank card. No message. Just grace. Have you ever seen kindness make a bully blink? Would you write a note to someone who made you small? Could you say, "I see your fear," without using those words? Wish number 4 reveals itself after lunch when Michael hands Sophia a rumpled sheet. "Make Dad sit with us for a whole movie with his phone turned off." The request is so ordinary it's heartbreaking. John intercepts Robert on the stairs. "Sir, your 2 p.m. can move." "This can't." Robert opens his mouth to argue. Closes it. He follows John into the family room, sits between Michael and Sophia, and, like he's walking off a cliff, turns his phone to airplane mode. Silent beat. They watch a dumb comedy. Robert laughs once. Then, twice. The sound looks surprised to hear itself. Michael glances at Sophia, eyes shining. Wish number 3. Hear Dad laugh. Done. Day 5, Sophia and John take Michael to the kitchen. Flour everywhere. A mess that money usually pays to erase. Emma arrives with a chef's hat she found in a closet. They make cinnamon rolls. The beautiful ones go on silver trays. The oddballs go in a chipped bowl in the corner. Michael guards them like treasure. Ugly ones are the best, he declares. Evelyn steps in. Stops. Watches the scene like it's in a snow globe she can't touch. For a second, the frost melts. Save me an ugly one, she says, almost human. In quiet hours, Sophia writes letters, one to Michael, one to Robert. She doesn't quite know what she's trying to say, only that love needs paper when voices shake. She tucks them under candle number 5. The wax pools like a small lake. That night, she calls her mother from the bus stop. I might be out for a few days, Sophia says. Are you scared? Her mother asks. A little. Courage isn't the absence of fear, Hijja. It's walking with it. The wind lifts Sophia's hair. City lights flicker. She hangs up and finds John waiting in the lobby with 2 coffees. For after, he says. And for before. Day 4, the hospital pre-op. Vitals. Questions. Emma's calm presence like a lighthouse. You can still say no, Emma reminds her. Sophia squeezes her hand. I already said yes. Back at the house, Michael adds wish number 7 with a wobbling pencil. Let Sophia hear my song. He gestures to a dusty keyboard. I've been practicing. He plays a thin, brave melody. It breaks in the middle. He keeps going. When he finishes, he looks at her. She wipes her eyes. Encore, she whispers. Outside the house, the news vans multiply. Inside, something quieter multiplies too. Small, ordinary courage, like seeds that don't look like much, until they do. Day 3, Sophia goes under anesthesia. When she wakes, the first thing she asks for isn't what anyone expects. The operating room is colder than it needs to be. Bright. Clinical. Emma squeezes Sophia's shoulder. See you on the other side. Sophia breathes anesthesia like a soft tunnel. Darkness with edges. In the recovery room, hours later, the world returns in pieces. Beeping monitors, a nurse's kind eyes, the ache in her bones like stormlight. Her lips are dry. Did he get it? She whispers. Emma smiles. Your marrow is already on its way upstairs. Sophia blinks. Wait. She fumbles at the blanket, finds the envelope she begged John to guard. Give him this first. Upstairs, Michael's room is a small cathedral of machines. Robert stands by the window, suit immaculate, eyes wrecked. He looks at his son, then at the nurse carrying a plain white envelope. For you, the nurse says, and leaves. Robert opens it. A folded letter. A pressed cinnamon sugar fingerprint on the corner. He reads. Money buys speed and silence and very nice sheets. But it doesn't buy time the way you think. Michael gave me a list of 9 wishes. You gave him a house that keeps the wind out. Between those, there is love. I am not your angel. I'm not your lesson. I'm a woman who was lucky to be a match and stubborn enough to say yes. When you feel the urge to shout, count to 9. When you want to fix everything with a wire transfer, make cookies first. Keep the ugly ones. If I don't wake up, I will, but fear writes sentences just in case. Tell Michael his song was the bravest lullaby I ever heard. Tell him the sunrise is always there, even when we can't climb the ladder. Tell Evelyn I saved her an ugly cookie in the blue tin. Tell John thank you for carrying courage like coffee. Tell Emma the world needs more of the way she says hard things gently. And tell yourself this. You laughed. That sound belongs in this house. Robert sits down. Hard. Silent beat. He presses the letter to his mouth like a prayer he doesn't know how to say. Downstairs, candle number 2 has almost burned out. John moves it away from the letter with careful hands. He doesn't read. He doesn't need to. Hours pass. Drip by drip, Sophia's gift enters Michael's veins. The biology is technical. The miracle is simple. A stranger's courage walking into someone else's bones and deciding to live there. On day 2, Michael asks for the blue tin. Evelyn brings it. She thinks she'll just drop it and go. Instead, she sits. She eats an ugly cookie. She cries without ruining her mascara. "Thank you," she whispers to a girl who can't hear her right now. Day 1, Sophia wakes. The first thing she asks is, "Did he laugh again?" Emma grins. Twice. Sophia closes her eyes and exhales like she's been underwater for years. Day 0, the day after 9. Michael's color warms. The numbers inch right. It's not a fairy tale. It's a fight. But it's a fight with a chance. Robert comes to the recovery room alone. No suit jacket. No armor. He sits by Sophia's bed. "You wrote that I'm not allowed to replace love with money," he says, voice breaking. "So I won't try. But The sentence collapses. Tears do the rest. Silent beat. He leaves the blue tin on her tray. Ugly cookie on top. "Tell me," he asks softly, "what wish do we do next?" Sophia smiles, small and tired and luminous. "Number 9, she says. "We all watch the sunrise. Together. And when morning pours gold through glass, they do. If you had 9 days, whose life would you step into with your courage? Quietly, stubbornly, without permission? And if someone showed up for you like that, what would you change first?"